Why have one trailer for the Dragon Prince when you can have two? That's right, guys. We just got another new trailer for Season 5 of the Dragon Prince. However, there are some things in there that we haven't seen before that lead me to so many questions and theories. So let's get into it. What's going on, everyone? James here with some real news, and we're going to break down some new footage that we got in a second trailer for The Dragon Prince Season 5. Technically, two new series trailers were debuting overnight, I guess, on Netflix. I don't know if this was on purpose or maybe this was an accident, because remember last season they accidentally dropped, I think it was a teaser trailer on Netflix before they meant to put it out on YouTube and Twitter. So I don't know, y'all, but if it is on purpose, they shadow dropped it overnight. And I woke up to the news and decided, let's get cracking on a video. Now, both of these trailers can be found on Netflix. If you're on desktop, you can scroll down and see them, and they're called Series Trailer and Series Trailer 2. Now, this includes, like I mentioned earlier, a mix of old clips from seasons 1 through 4 and some new clips that we haven't seen. Sure, there were some bits of action that we got in the Season 5 trailer, fine, but there are enough new bits of content for us to talk about that I will show you right now. But before we get into it, if it is your first time here at the channel, welcome to Real James, where I love talking about the Dragon Prince, movies, TV, and all the news in between. So if you do too, hit the big red button below, subscribe to the channel, and tap on that bell, y'all, so you don't miss out on all of my coverage leading up to Season 5 and beyond, because Season 5 is on July 27th. But you know I'm going to be working overtime, giving you all my reactions, giving you all my reviews. It's going to be so much fun. But today we're focusing just on these new clips. So let me know down below what you think of these new looks, and give me some of your theories about what I might have either missed or what we're about to talk about. So let's get started. So we'll begin with the very first series trailer that we got, which is technically trailer number 2 for Season 5. Now, I'm actually okay with them releasing the Season 5 trailer on its own earlier this week, because we needed a trailer dedicated to Season 5. This one has a mix of old video and clips, so unless you're a hardcore fan, you might not actually understand this is going to be something that we've already seen, and it's a mix of new things that we're going to see in Season 5. So releasing it like this is actually a good idea. Now, the first new look that we got in this trailer was Zubeia flying alongside Zim, carrying Soren, Corvus, and King Ezran. I'm actually really happy that this is the group that maybe splits off from Rayla and Callum. I love King Ezran, and I think that there's a great deal of leadership development that needs to take place this season, so allowing him to be the leader in this group, well, that's going to be telling. And you know Soren is going to always fight for Ezran, so he's got a little bit of a protective nature about himself. And I think Corvus as a character, we deserve to get more Corvus. I do like Corvus a whole lot. In Season 4, he came and went. So I'm excited to see what this scene is all about. Now, the next new thing, and the next new look, I should say, that we got in this trailer was King Ezran addressing the dragons of Zadia. Now, we did see a quick glimpse of this in the Season 5 trailer, but we got some new angles here, and we got a look at some new dragons, possibly? There are 4 dragons that we clearly see in this quick segment of the trailer, including an archdragon. So we've got Dominia Profundus, an earth dragon, or just a dragon from the Drakewood Forest. What looks like is Pyra over there? Yeah, I think that's Pyra. And then we got another dragon right in front of the earth dragon that I can't identify. So let me know down below in the comments which dragon this is, but I have a good feeling that Ezran is going to convince all of the dragons to join forces to go after Erebos. I mean, you need to have dragons on your side. If you had everything else but you didn't have dragons, you're losing. Like, there's no way. You get maybe like a 1% better chance of defeating Erebos with the dragons. We're going to need all the percentage points that we can get this season. Now, this next scene is going to be all about King Ezran's first encounter with Dominia Profundus, and this is a new angle. Now, in the Season 5 trailer, we did get another angle. It just seems like this is the first time Ezran is going to meet with Dominia Profundus, and it gives a whole new meaning to the clip that we got, the very first clip for Season 5, which is a call for help, or the call for help is what it's titled. So yes, King Ezran is going to be responsible for bringing Dominia Profundus into the fold. and I'm so happy because King Ezra's got away with animals, and apparently with archdragons too. For this next moment, let me know guys if I'm wrong, but this has to be a new look at Nyx in Season 5, right? Or maybe I'm mistaken, but all I know is that you all have been asking for more Nyx. Where is she? Where is she? Well, if this is indeed a new look at Nyx in Season 5, guess she hasn't changed that much. But it's what happens right after this moment that has me thinking, what's going on here? And that is a bird of some sort takes a Tidebound elf. I don't know if it's Tidebound Tina, who we got introduced to in the Season 5 trailer or not, but this bird took this entire Tidebound elf, and we don't know maybe if this is an important elf, if maybe this is, maybe, I don't know. Rayla and all of them look super shocked and scared, so it sounds like they were either talking about something important, or maybe there was a secret to be revealed that the bird interrupted. For those of you who were looking to get more context as to what the heck is going on in this mysterious looking chamber, well, we get that look again with Rayla, Amaya, Callum, and probably Stella and Bait, I'd have to imagine, inside of this mysterious room. We can clearly see Amaya with what I do think is Queen Janai's Sunforged blade that we did see being handed to her in a Season 5 screenshot that was released about a month ago. It looks like this is going to be one of the bigger action set pieces for Season 5. They're really building and teasing toward it being something huge, and I'd have to imagine there's going to be one person in the group that gets seriously injured, and we'll talk about that in just a little bit. So the next little new bit of footage that we got is actually kind of exciting. In Season 5, we're going to get a chase sequence involving what I think is a Blood Moon Wolf and Rayla and Callum. It is just so cool to see more of Rayla using her bow and arrow here, and you might have missed this, but I slowed it down. She used a sick move, a one-handed pivot to flip herself up while they're literally going probably 50 miles per hour and positioning herself for a bow and arrow shot against the Blood Moon Wolf. This is dope. I'm all here for Rayla's archery era, okay? I'm so happy to see how that plays out in Season 5. Now in this next scene, I am a little lost. I don't even have a theory here. Maybe I have one, but it looks like Tidebound Tina is conjuring up a new weapon of sorts. To me, this looks like a staff. Could this be maybe a replacement staff for Callum if his breaks? I don't know, but it is interesting to see that they can conjure up these weapons. Maybe the Tidebound Elves are the key to possibly getting to Erebos, and that's something I didn't consider until I saw this trailer. Now y'all know I'm excited for this next one, and it's a Raylum scene. We do get Callum and Rayla holding hands, and it's so darn sweet. However, I think we have a little bit more of a, I would say, context as to what this scene is all about. Now, in the Season 5 screenshots that were released by the Dragon Prince's official account, there was one where you can tell they were maybe arguing or throwing a fit. Rayla was pointing at Callum. We don't know exactly what transpired between them, but it didn't seem to be a very calm conversation. But from this glimpse into that scene alone, I think Callum is comforting Rayla before they have to jump in the water, knowing that Rayla hates swimming. And if that's the case, that is so darn sweet. So I'm starting to see the pattern here. We're getting a lot of Raylum. I think the creators listen to us. We need it. Now here's a new bit of footage that we hadn't seen before, and we actually didn't even get in any sort of screenshots. It seems that King Ezran is rappelling from a ship carrying what looks to be a treasure chest. Zim is flying alongside him, so what's in the chest, guys? My guess, a new jelly tart creation. Barris supremacy, here we come. No, but it's gotta be something crazy. Could it be that crystal that possibly Ezran used to summon Dominia Profundus? I don't know, but I'm curious because whatever setting they're in, it looks like it's been ravaged by a battle or a recent war or attack. So that seems to be a hostile area that Zim and King Ezran are getting into. And here's yet another look into what seems to be Callum fighting, and he's fighting a Blood Moon Wolf. I don't know if it's the same one that we saw earlier. I'm going to say it possibly is, but this is yet another peek into what's taking place inside of this mysterious room. This battle is going to be nuts. Could it be that Callum is the last person standing when maybe this Blood Moon Wolf and whatever else attacks him and the gang? Boy, oh my gosh. And you know, Callum's looking a little fierce here. He's looking a little upset. Did this wolf harm Rayla? Or Amaya. Oh my gosh. We all know that if the thing harmed Stella, Callum would not be that upset, right? And the last new look that I could gather from this trailer is right at the end, which is a great shot of Zubeia flying out of a building that seems to be made by Sunfire Elves. The designs here do resemble what we would see in Luxoria, and now I'm starting to think, is that mysterious battle sequence inside of that room inside of a building in Luxoria? And why are they going to Luxoria anyway? There's so many different mysterious pieces to the puzzle here, and then you have Prince Kareem on the other hand getting Sol Regum to maybe join his cause and go to Luxoria, and then you have the Blood Moon Huntress Kim Dael, who is most likely attacking the Sunfire Elves. So does that mean Kim Dael is hot on the trail for Rayla and Amaya? I don't know, y'all, but this is insane. And in this next section, guys, the second series trailer that we can now see on Netflix is not anything new. This trailer uses 99% of footage from seasons 1 through 4, so unfortunately nothing that I could pick out outside of maybe a shot early in the trailer. I'm not sure, but it is cool to see a clear look at past Zadian leaders in what seems to be a flashback sequence. Correct me if I'm wrong or I'm misremembering, but this seems to be something new that we haven't seen before. And that's all she wrote, guys. I mean, that's my breakdown of the new footage that we got, some of my thoughts and theories, but if I had one big takeaway, it's this. Guys, I do think somebody's going to be knocked out and rendered unconscious for the final half of this season, and we're gonna basically be teased. Are they living or are they dead? And I think it's gonna happen after that sequence inside that battle sequence inside of that mysterious room. And then you also have, on the other hand, what's going on with like Claudia and them. We didn't get a lot of new looks at Claudia and the gang in this trailer or in either trailer, so I'm curious, guys. They're building towards something. They're still holding back, I think, some of the biggest surprises, but in a way, I hope this is probably the last bit of new footage that we get, because I don't want everything spoiled, but I am very excited. This season, so far, seems to be probably the biggest in scale, and they're going to be location hopping more often than in previous seasons. It's giving me season 3 vibes. You remember in season 3 at the end, of course, where that huge battle sequence happened, but everything seemed so vast and so large in scale, and I think we're getting that in season 5. So there you have it, you guys. That's my real breakdown and all of my reactions to those new bits of footage. If you enjoyed all that, hit the big red button below, subscribe to the channel, but I want to hear from you. What do you think of all these new looks? Are you a fan of them continuing to release these clips, or do you want to just maybe scale back and say, oh, hold on, I want to be surprised come July 27th? And hit the thumbs up button again if you haven't already, because guys, your support, it means so much to me. So I appreciate you guys coming in with some nice feedback, some theories of your own, and it's just so fun having that conversation with you. Alrighty, y'all. Again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you at the next screening. My goodness gracious, man. Ezra's gonna get himself into some trouble. I know it. I know what's gonna happen.